Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the first episode of Broken Filter Live. I'm your host, Joe Rockstar. To my left, we've got Jonesy. Say hello, Jonesy.
Welcome, and thanks everyone for tuning in.
All right, quick background. BrokenFilter.net is my blog, and that is what has sparked us to get Broken Filter Live going. We just want to say whatever the hell comes to our mind without having to think about censorship. So we came to Zadal's Entertainment Network, which seems to be the place for that. So we'll say whatever the fuck we want to fucking say and continue with that.
I'll tell you what, it's a pretty unbelievable studio on top of that. Let me tell you what.
Yeah, this is an amazing studio. I haven't been this excited and confused in a room full of men since the last time I got roofied.
Wow, a date rape joke to start us off, huh?
Yeah, starting off with, speaking of date rape, did you see the Super Bowl?
I did. It was pretty violent.
Peyton Manning got bent over and taken by 11 dudes for 60 minutes.
You know, I gotta say something though. Everyone's like tweeting and putting on Facebook that it was the most boring Super Bowl of all time. I gotta wildly disagree. First of all, because I gotta tell you, I have never seen a team show up to a championship game that hungry before. I mean, those guys were like, they didn't go there just to win a football game. They went there for blood. They went there to freaking go right for the arterial artery and fucking just
rip the throat right out.
They just start tearing people's throats out.
Right from the first play, they ripped their throat out. I mean, that safety was just setting the tone. They couldn't recover from that play. It was over. So moving on, we'll talk about sports at another time. We have other things to get to. We have a bit that we would like to share with everybody. It is called Creepy Craigslist.
All right, welcome everybody to the Creepy Craigslist. All right, this is what we did. We thought it'd be a fun idea to scour the New York City, Long Island, White Plains area for absolutely horrifying, borderline sociopathic Craigslist ads. Okay,
it wasn't hard to find that many of them. We found 1 million of them. We had to decide which ones we were going to bring to the air.
We've got a manila folder with about 10 different selections, but I have chosen 5 for everyone this evening, and I would like to begin with this one. Okay. This comes to us from Long Island, Nassau County. Okay, ladies, the first thing I want you to do is take out your date books and take a look and find out where you were January 15th between 9 and 10 a.m., okay? Because this gentleman would like to meet you. Okay. I realize the odds are against you seeing this, but I had to take a chance. I saw you walk into CVS on Wednesday, January 15th between 9:30 and 10 a.m. You were wearing tight black pants with the light design logo on them. You had brown hair. You drove a Jeep and had the most jaw-droppingly amazing ass I've ever seen. I literally wanted to drop to my knees and kiss on the spot. I would actually pay for that privilege. Yes, it was that awe-inspiring. In any event, if you read this, please contact me. I am a drug and disease-free white male in my mid-30s. I generally don't reach out to people like this, but what's life without taking a chance or two, right? I would have approached you, but I was running late for work if I was you, verifying it by letting me know what CVS in South Nassau County you were at or what color Jeep you drove. Thank you.
Do you hear that, ladies? All those single ladies out there. That one was for you. Make sure you contact him. Actually, you don't have to go far. You probably just have to look right outside your window in the bushes.
Don't forget to put CVS in the subject column. Okay, moving on.
Well, no, real quick. An ad like that makes women have to carry mace or want to carry mace to the parking lot. Because this is an insight into what men are thinking when they walk past you. If that doesn't freak girls out more than anything is reading the creepy Craigslist stuff and knowing that these are the thoughts that are going through men's heads as they walk past you and check you out. That one guy that held the door for you, that's what he was thinking. All right, next.
Okay, this one comes to us from Holbrook in beautiful Suffolk County, New York. Okay. Now, this was a letter sent in from a robot, believe it or not. If you read this ad, if you were a girl, paging through this and saying, oh, maybe a guy was looking for me today, you would see this ad. And it's written in there's no spaces in between any words, and this is how it goes. You were sitting at a table with guy and or girl arrived after you and guy. You made eye contact, and I want to talk ASAP. I was booth with girl. It was 8 p.m., I think. And
that's it. That's it. No
that's
spaces.
It. Okay, ladies, so check that one out. Okay.
Hit him up.
All right. Out of all of them, I have to say this is probably the most creative that I've found. By far the darkest and creepiest.
Oh, is this the one? Okay.
Okay, the title of this comes to us from Midtown Manhattan. The title of this ad is, in lowercase, Explore Sexy Body and Mind. Okay, so this is how it starts. Okay, try and guess what nationality wrote this in. Okay. You, feminine, sexy, waiting for something sexy, fun, romantic. Me, European, in my 30, very clean, amazing sex appeal, muscular body and mostly funny, smile face, 420 friendly ladies. Us, achieving a touchdown with smile on our face, ... P.S. Please send pic of face and something about yourself.
That sounds like a warped Borat.
That's got to be a gag. That has to be.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's got to be someone just, or maybe not. Who knows? It's a strange world, people. All right, here we go. Now, this one, just give this a couple seconds to build up. I understand, okay? Just try and follow me, okay? I can't figure out where this comes from. Okay. Sorry. To many creeps on this thing. Fishing when it's none of their business, asking general questions. Give to get. If it applies to you, watch Counselor unedited. The intro only need apply. It is just a movie, an actress, a script, not real. Remember, I told you, watch a movie. Outside the mundane duties of life, I live the movie, that actress, that scene, the essence of us, you, except the reality exceeds a movie. Tell me this actress is not valiantly attempting to portray who you are in reality when us together on the raft in the cabin, when you see, believe, live the song to the movie. Stop waiting for life to begin, trying to acquire the trappings of substance that passes us by. All of us grab it, hold on to it when it comes, or it may well be gone, never to come again. One life. But all I wanted was one love, only you.
Speaking of someone that's probably 420 friendly, high as shit. Oh my God. Fuck. What kind of thought process is that? That's insane. I just can't even understand what people are thinking while they sit down at their computers to type this up. I mean, it's just mind-boggling. It's hilarious.
And who has the time? You know, like, do you put down your cornflakes and be like, check your watch and be like, you know what, let me just fire off one of these fuckers real quick. You know, it's just unbelievable.
So that's it for Creepy Craigslist, right?
Oh, I saved the sizzle.
Oh, you have the last one.
I got the last one, yeah.
Oh, this one's the good one. This one, can I preface this one real quick?
Please, go ahead.
Is this the long one that I found for the MoMA?
Highly abbreviated, yes.
Oh, yeah. Jonesy had to actually shorten this one because it was just so insane and long that you would lose yourself in the vast space of this person's mind.
You would just be chasing a rabbit down a hole. It'd be no fun. Okay.
A hole with no end.
A hole with no end. Okay. Here's the finale. Okay, the title of this, and it comes to us from Midtown Manhattan. I saw you spitting on a Picasso painting at the MoMA. Okay. I saw you on the Q train to Butterball Land. You were Asian and I was wearing stripes. You had a soft brown leather satchel and had no ears or hands.
Can we just stop right there? Because when I first read this and it said you had no ears or hands, I'm like, oh, maybe this person's trying to show love for, a handicapped person that they found interesting.
Is that what you thought?
Yeah, because it said no, you had no ears or hands, and I'm like, oh, okay, this could be interesting. This might be a really nice thing. And then the rabbit hole just goes deeper into the world of probably some LSD or some mushrooms. But go ahead, Jonesy.
Okay. I saw you working at the bank and eating a tuna fish sandwich behind the glass. I was wearing a cheer skirt and holding 3 large pizzas for my grandmother's funeral. I saw you in my art history class on the 354th floor of the United NYU Universe. The professor began complaining about the students not handling their homework in on time, and you interrupted with a stupendous fart. Did you eat Mexican food for breakfast? That's all I want to know. Hope you find this and tell me if there are any good burrito places in Tribeca.
So should we stop there and just... or are you going to keep going?
I just want to finish the last one.
Okay.
I'll fast forward to the end. And finally, I saw you waking up in my bed and leaving quietly to return to your wife on the UWS. I'm pretty sure your underpants featured a Dr. Seuss character. I wish I had gotten your name.
Yeah.
And ladies and gentlemen, that is the first installment of...
Creepy Craigslist.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
All right. Let's move on. since we're moving so quickly, should we switch to the news now?
Absolutely.
And, we'll hit some news now. So, some news in the past week. We'll start with the TSA tell-all. I don't know if anybody's heard about this, but an ex-TSA agent has decided to let you see behind the curtain and giving everybody a quick, actually, a nice rundown as to what goes on with them when people are trying to get on airplanes. And pretty much exactly what you think would happen. Degenerate type behavior.
Look, if you're making $10 an hour working at a TSA job, do you really think that you're not going to fucking look at naked bodies through this scanner?
Oh,
let's be honest.
That's the biggest part of the whole thing is the naked body scanner, or I don't know exactly what the technical term for it is. Everyone knows what you're talking about. You put your arms up and it zips around and it's like an X-ray vision. It's like Superman's X-ray vision for your titties. And the TSA swears to God up and down when they brought those things out, like we are not there for enjoyment. We are not there to check out your tits and your ass and your ding-dongs. We are just there to do our job and make sure nobody's bringing anything on the plane they shouldn't bring. And this guy turns around and says, fuck no. We are fucking making fun of every stretch mark, every roll, every fucking C-section scar that comes through. So, you know, not only that, I heard they're having sex in the private investigation rooms.
Yes.
Where they do the full body cavity searches. Apparently the TSA is doing their own full body cavity searches.
Well, you know what's so fascinating is that, you know, could you imagine how much money the government invested in creating a screening hiring process in order to get the right people for the job? I mean, those people making $10 now, they probably had to jump through hoops for 2 fucking months. They probably had background checks back to the Cub Scouts. And now they're sitting there with a blue t-shirt, walking in slow motion as if they're walking through a pool, trying to fucking go through your bag. Listen, these guys are not coming out at Harvard with a BA in material engineering, okay?
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
No, yeah, absolutely. And apparently they also said that they would take stuff from people for fun, which I have an actual personal story. I'm not sure how my wife's going to feel about me talking about this, but
she's going to feel great.
Broken filter. Let's go. So we were heading to Vegas, and you know, we're a couple, and we had some things in the carry-on. And it was
You're
lube.
kidding.
It was lube. We had lube. You know, we had lube. And
did you have like a whole mayonnaise jar worth of it, or what?
No. It was a little guy like that, and because I thought that would fulfill the parameters of the TSA's.
Same thing as hair gel, bro.
Yeah. They're like
going down the ship on that one.
Yeah, they're like, oh, no, 5 ounces, 4 ounces, whatever the limit is. I thought it made the cut, but apparently not. So the TSA agent, who was a female, pulled me over to the side. And she's like, excuse me, sir, what is in this? And she got all like up in my face, like, you know, I'm breaking the law.
Yeah.
And I just said to her, I was like, listen, me and my girlfriend are going to Vegas, and we're gonna have a lot of fun. It's lube, it's lube, it's sex lube.
Yeah.
Everybody just went silent. It was the best. It was the best.
As if that's the first time it's ever happened.
And then my wife comes walking over. Well, she comes walking over, and she's like, What's going on over here? And I'm like, oh, she pulled out our lube.
Now, what was her
mortified?
What was her reaction? Did she get hyper aggressive, or did she just let it go?
Oh, she laughed. Well, like Ashley laughed, and then the TSA agent was just like she couldn't believe I just answered like that. She was like, okay, next time, you know, don't carry this much. I was like, don't worry, on the flight back there won't be that much in there. I'm pretty sure there'll be half the amount.
Sexy time.
So, what else did they say about the TSA? I mean, let me. Yeah, that the other thing this is another thing.
Wait, can I stop you for a minute? Is there anywhere to go? You know, what is your real goal if you're in the TSA? Is there a promotion in that? Is there what's the end game?
Yeah, that's a good question.
With having a career with the TSA.
Yeah, I don't know. I have no idea.
Do you get like a special ribbon or something, or a badge?
Like maybe you get to be the guy that just sits there and watches the stuff go through the X-ray, or pretends to watch the stuff go through the X-ray. Because I've accidentally put stuff through that I'm like, oh shit, as it goes through. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, oh man, they're totally gonna fuck me here. Okay, here we go, cavity search. Time to use that lube on my butthole because they're gonna be checking it out. And they're just like, no problem. Go on through. My brother went through with protein powder coming back from Mexico. He had leftover protein shakes. He put it in a big fucking Ziploc bag. Protein powder. He didn't use it all, so he was coming back from Mexico with a big bag of white powder. And nobody said shit to him.
Oh, you're kidding.
But nail clippers.
That's wild,
no fucking
dude.
Nail clippers, dude. No nail clippers. But a big-ass bag of white powder.
Oh, man. You would have thought, like, what, was that Peruvian marching powder? What is that?
was that some booger sugar?
Some booger sugar.
What else? Oh, they also apparently had a code system. The TSA had a code system for hot girls. They would be, if a woman was wearing a red shirt, they'd be yelling code red to each other. Or code orange if she's wearing an orange shirt. And apparently this is like frowned upon. But I mean, you know, these guys are, the TSA saying that, oh, we don't look at the naked body scans. But they're like, miss, you miss in the red shirt. We're going to need you to come over here to this scanner. And then you see like 20 dudes huddled around the screen. Just like, oh, we need you to stay there again, miss. Walk through it again. And apparently that's all frowned upon. But the TSA's doing it anyway. So next time you go to the airport and you're on the line, just keep an eye out. Keep an eye on those guys and men and women. The wonderful men and women of the TSA, keeping us safe.
Do you want to know what I would like the government to divert their priorities toward?
What's that?
Can you think of what I'd like them to divert their resources toward?
Somehow getting you to make some more money?
Yes.
Okay.
Beyond that.
I
want the government to stop breaking people's balls for bringing a big fucking wad of lube to Vegas where they're supposed to bring it. And instead, figure out what's in the bottom of that hole on Oak Island.
Oh, we're not going there today.
Yes, we are.
No, we're not.
Yes, we are, Joe.
Oh, the Oak Island money pit.
I'm telling you, we can divert $1 million worth of TSC resources and just figure out what the fuck is down there and move on with our lives.
For people that don't know what the Oak Island money pit is a island.
Do you know what this is?
Canada.
No. Can I explain it? Do you mind?
Jonesy, take it away.
All right, listen. For those of you who don't know this, and I'm not gonna judge you if you haven't heard about this, because I just found out about this 3 weeks ago, and I really haven't been the same since. Because there's something out in Eastern Canada that just can't be possible. Okay, I'm gonna start from the beginning here. And Joe, I hope you're not on a timetable right now.
I'd like to get to a few more things. So
a few more things.
The abridged version. Why don't we start the story, and then next week you can touch upon it a little more.
That sounds fair. Okay. Just to set the stage for you, back in 1795.
Okay, before you go into this massive thing,
I swear I'll keep it under 90 seconds.
No, that's fine. Why don't we just shout out the number? People to call in if they want to talk to us.
Please, go ahead.
We're going to get it up on the screen for you. I believe it's 914-595-4871. You can call in. You could Skype in if you wanted to. Zadalza NY is the Skype username. So give us a shout. Give us a call. If you want to talk about anything you want to talk about, I mean, the tits and ass is probably more important, but Jonesy wants to talk about Oak Island.
No, we're definitely going to keep it abbreviated.
Okay, so, all right, go ahead with the Oak Island.
Oh, don't forget the email address. Did you give that out?
Oh, if you want to send us anything, any ideas, pictures of ass, boobs, dicks, if you want to send dick pics, I mean, we'll take a look at them. I have no problem. I like seeing the inbox full, so send it away at Joe Rockstar at brokenfilter.net. That's Joe Rockstar at brokenfilter.net. Send it over. We'll look at it. Might get on the air. All right, Jonesy, Oak Island, go for it.
All right, we got a whole lot of stuff to get to, and thank you again so much for tuning in. This is our inaugural episode, and just so you know, we're not just going to ramble on incoherently. We have a lot of really good ideas prepared for you guys, and it's really going to be worth your while to invest your time with us. So thank you first for listening. I'm going to keep this brief, I promise you, but just as a little teaser, like I said, this got slid across the table to me a couple of weeks ago and almost freaked out. Okay, in 1795, there were a few kids fishing. You guys know where Nova Scotia is, obviously. If you don't, you should go figure something out. All right, but
they probably didn't know how to turn the computer on to watch this if they don't know where Nova Scotia is.
Yes. Off the southern coast of Nova Scotia, there's a very, very small island called Oak Island. And in between Nova Scotia and this island is a very small inlet And there were these three kids that were fishing there one night. They saw a mysterious green light coming from the island. So, of course, what are you going to do? Are you not going to fucking row over there? So they rowed over there. They took a look around. They found this old buoy, like this old crank from a sailing ship hanging from a branch. So they took a look around to figure out what was happening, and they discovered a half-dug trench that looked like it hadn't been touched in a while, but it wasn't undisturbed either.
And this was in the 1800s?
This was 1795 initially.
Okay, right.
Yeah. So it was getting dark. They kind of figured, all right, we got to come back here with some shovels. So they fucking got some shovels, came back the next day. They started digging. They got 10 feet into the ground and realized that there were heavy oak planks separating the ground from what was underneath. So obviously they had to go back to town, get some people, and they showed up with 10 guys with pickaxes and saws and all sorts of shit. And that's where I'm going to leave it for right now. But this is something that I feel like this mystery has still not been discovered to this very day.
Well, let's extend it a little bit. They got past the planks, and then they went down 10 feet, and there was another level of, what was it? Grass?
There's fine layers of coconut fiber in every chamber.
And then it goes down chambers and chambers and chambers. Every 10 feet, there's another chamber. And every time they try to get down deep enough, it floods because they somehow, whoever dug trenches, like these amazing trenches from the bay down into the deepest part of the trench. So the whole point of the Oak Island Money Pit is that people have tried millions of times to get down there, and they don't have the proper excavation equipment to get all the way down, and they think that there's some amazing treasure, like some Indiana Jones shit hiding down there that's going to open up and,
multinational corporations, major investors from around the world throughout the centuries have plunged millions into this pit, and they can't get to the bottom. Because you would not believe this. Like back in the 1850s, the guys were like, "What the fuck is going?" So they started dumping paint into in the chamber,
right.
And it started to emanate out into the sound
because it was going up through the little pipes that they had, whoever dug, or tunnels that they dug with the water. So
okay.
Why don't we move on?
Stop here for now? Let's stop here.
You can talk more about that next week. Let's talk more about some news.
Yes.
That's some old school news that it's going to be something that's an enigma that Jonesy can't wrap his head around for weeks now. He's been talking to me about it. He had to talk to everyone else about it. All right, some more news. There's an adult star, Christy Mack. She's an adult actress, porn star. For those of you who didn't know what adult actress meant, porn star. She sucks dick for money, but legally. She decided to go out on Twitter and invite someone or a bunch of people to create the best possible Lego creation that they could. But she offered a prize. She said that I will give a blowjob to the best Lego creation. Well, not a blowjob to the actual Lego creation, but a blowjob to whoever created the Lego creation. And so that was going on for a couple days. Like, people were tweeting pictures at her of all these Lego creations that they had made. And then the funny part is I was actually waiting to see if someone would win and she would give it out. But apparently her lawyers put the kibosh on that. Her lawyers were like, no. She's not giving out blowjobs. She's not giving out blowjobs.
Could you imagine if someone had like a Canadian National Tower built? Imagine the fucking blue balls he would have had after that one.
Could you imagine?
After that judgment came down?
First of all, let's just, if you need to, if you need to put a Lego thing together to get a blowjob, like, you need to spend 12 hours or 24 hours building this Lego creation. You're that hard up for a blowjob, you're in a lot more trouble than not getting the blowjob from Christy Mack. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's, like you said, in this day and age, who has the time to do stuff like that? If you're
I don't know,
calling out sick to work to build a Lego dinosaur so you can cop a knobber from Christy Mack, then you have some shit problems.
This goes a little bit deeper than just that, though, because when you offer that kind of a bounty, that means that not only did you get molested, but you got cigarettes put on your fucking forehead when you were a child. You know what I mean? Like, that is just
So
sad.
You're saying the porn stars all have daddy issues?
No, well, yeah. It's complicated, obviously, but there is a pretty big slice of the pie that has had some sexual or physical neglect in their lifetimes.
Okay.
But I'm telling you what, that's a straight up Tipperello out in the forehead. That's just not cool.
What, giving out blowjobs or being a porn star? Because without porn stars, we'd be pretty bored on multiple occasions in our life. Jonesy, don't knock porn stars, man. I know.
No, but there's
I know you've been to UJizz.
Well, yeah, but there's one thing to go on Howard Stern and you know, do that kind of a thing for a $10,000 prize or something, but you know, just to, you know, throw it out there on Facebook, hey, I'll fucking blow someone if you build me. Hey, I'll freaking blow you if you build a Lego tower. Oh. Sorry.
Oh, wow, we got some people that Oh, look, we got a little chat room popped up.
What?
All right, someone wished me good luck. I'm an ugly bastard.
There's someone writing stuff in there. Can't see me. Can't see me 25.
Can't see me 125. That's pretty funny. Christy Mack needs to stop shaving half her head. Looks like sexy half chemo. She actually does. She shaves like that. She does that. Oh, that trendy thing.
I
like,
hate that shit.
Let me shave half my head and then flip it all over. It's almost. It almost reminds me of like a George Costanza comb over. Like you can't grow hair over there. So,
that is an absolutely seal-approved boner killer. That haircut, unbelievable.
Yeah, you think so?
Oh,
yeah. That's definitely not something I like. Jay Kantrowitz says lube for everyone. Lube for everyone.
Jordan K
in the house. Yeah. All right. So yeah, you can hit us in the chat room, I guess. Looks like some people are doing it. You can call in if you want to talk about lube or the TSA or Adult Star Lego blowjobs. I would also like to cover this one other thing that I came across. This thing called the True Love bra. I don't know if you've heard about this, but it is a bra that the clasp is electronically connected to sensors in the titas. And the sensors, they say they put a lot of scientific research into this, but it gauges heart rate. And when the heart rate stays at the right spot, it unclasps automatically.
It unclasps.
But it won't unclasp if the woman's not in true love.
Yes.
But my question is, it's just a stupid product altogether, because what if this girl's run into the elevator, she's trying to catch an elevator at work, and she's wearing a low-cut shirt, and then heart rate goes up, pow!
Yes.
Titties out. She might get a raise that week if the boss is in the elevator.
Yeah, I mean, in theory, though, you know, once that mercury goes over 70, that shit's gonna pop.
Yeah, but my question is, why wouldn't you just pull the straps down if you're really trying to get at him like that? You know, pull the straps down over the side and bam, pull those suckers out. If a man's got a boner and he's trying to get at some boobies, there's no stopping him. I mean, you could put a stainless steel bra on there. He'll figure out a way. He'll hack it down with his boner if he's trying to get at those boobs. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You know, I'm trying to figure out a really practical application for this.
Like a heart rate monitor?
Yeah, like maybe on a sexy weekend where you guys get a cabin together, like just wear the sexy bra or something, and that's how you know.
The True Love bra?
Yeah.
Well, what if she's trying to get it off herself? You know, women don't love themselves.
Yeah.
They definitely don't love themselves. Most women hate themselves. It's common knowledge.
Yeah.
That's why they do.
Although it could be a good signal, because I'm not sure. You're a Howard Stern listener. I don't know. For some reason, this popped in my head. It was a really weird freaking thing that I remembered this, but I'm not getting into it. Keep going.
Oh, wow. That was great, yeah. Jonesy. Good radio right there, bro. Thanks a lot for that one.
Yeah.
All right.
It was going down the rabbit hole, so I wanted to stop.
Let's see. Oh, look.
Someone called you an ugly bastard.
Yes, someone I know said I have one of those bras. I'm not going to shout out. Oh, and then she said not. I'm not going to say her name on the air, though. Well, it's good to know that I have family listening to these discussions.
You know, did I meet Aunt Renee at...
Oh, you went and said it, didn't you? You went and said it, didn't you?
Yeah, why?
I wasn't going to say her name.
Why not? Let's give her a shout-out.
Oh, Aunt Rini, hi.
Rini?
Yeah.
What's a good word over there?
So, what... Is it break time? Should we take a quick break? Yeah, we'll take a quick break, and we'll come back. We're going to come back at you with Internet Ass of the Week. So, stay tuned.
Addicted to Ink, a proud sponsor of the Zaraza Entertainment Network, is Westchester's premier tattoo, piercing, and apparel destination, offering only the finest tattoo and piercing services as well as the best atmosphere you will find. Addicted to Ink is located conveniently at 38 Westchester Avenue in White Plains, New York, right across the street from the Westchester Mall. If you got the itch for more ink, like the Zaraza boys do, get your work done right. Visit www.addictedtoinktattoos.com for more information.
Hey, this is Vinny Pastor. You can call me Big Pussy. And you're watching ZenLive.tv.
Welcome back to Broken Filter Live. Just going to button a couple of things up really quick. Just out of curiosity, is anyone out there in the audience, maybe a rookie NFL running back or free safety, and happened to sleep in past Edwards' talk about being financially responsible? Well, if you were the one who slept in, I highly suggest to you a company called Liberty Jet. This is a real company, by the way. Liberty Jet, featuring G5s flown by a very close personal friend of mine. They've got very, very affordable rates. Seriously, though, private...
Affordable rates for the NFL players and whatnot.
For the NFL players,
We're
right.
not taking a trip to Atlantic City anytime soon on the Liberty Jet. But.
No, but hey, listen, if you want to get picked up, by a couple of hooas down in Louisiana, you want to go do whatever, listen, you call Liberty Jet, okay? Contact them at Joe Rockstar at brokenfilter.net. And then finally, this might be kind of hard to believe, but I'm not a radio show host full-time.
No.
I'm actually your local neighborhood mild-mannered heating and cooling salesman. So, if you are in need of heating or cooling, you can reach me at ChristopherJones2 at SearsHomePro.com, SearsHomePro.com. $1,000 early retirement rebates available. Really, really good equipment. Please reach out to me. Emergency heat. If you have an emergency heat situation, we've got a 36-hour turnaround time. Please reach out to me. Again, ChristopherJones2 at SearsHomePro.com. Thank you.
Oh, Jonesy, it looks like we got WB2447 in the chat room. Said, I had to Google Oak Island, field trip, and Liberty Jet can fly. Let's get those shovels. Let's bring it on.
Very nice.
All right, we're going to come at you with something called Internet Ass of the Week.
Yes!
It's pretty self-explanatory. Yep. That's what it is.
Look at that graphic, people.
I found that internet on the I found that ass on the internet. That ass, though. We're going to put a few pictures up of asses. We're going to talk about which ones we like the best, which ones we don't like the best. And here's picture one. Okay, we've got a young lady. Looks like she's on vacation. She's wading into the surf. She's having a nice moment. And bam, snap a shot. That ass!
What I like most about this is that it's kind of unclear whether or not this was professional or not, because if I was with her on the beach, I'd be following her around the camera. So I could take this. But it straddles the line. You're not quite sure if it's professional or not. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we want to try to do some amateur shots, because the best part about the amateur shots is that these people did not realize when they were sending their boyfriend, these girls are like, oh, I'm going to send my boyfriend an ass pic.
Yeah.
And he's like, don't worry, honey. I swear to God.
Don't worry, baby.
I won't show nobody. It's just going to be me. I ain't going to show nobody nothing.
I might show my buddy Moose real quick, but he's seen your ass before. Come on, what are you going to do?
Hey, Moose, you swear you're going to delete this if I send it to you? Yeah, sure, bro. No problem. Boom! Internet sensation. And now your ass is up on Broken Filter Live. And that's the least of your worries, because we found it in Google.
We took 2 Google images. Got it. All right.
All right. So the first ass we saw was a nice size, and it was juicy.
Yes.
I didn't fall in love with it though. Ass number 2. Nice little Asian girl. Yeah, look at that ass there.
Look at that ass. Sure.
That's a nice ass.
One of our
Not
goals
really.
with this.
I don't like this ass.
Or rather, one of my goals, was to find a variety. We want to get the garden pack variety here.
Yeah.
So we've got, a little bit of cushion, something a little bit high and tight.
That ass didn't have cushion, though.
That's the problem. That didn't have
See,
any
that was a little tiny ass. Some people are into little butts. I'm personally not into little butts. DJ Slim 2 wants to know if he can send a picture of his ass. DJ Slim 2, that's Joe Rockstar at brokenfilter.net. We'll do whatever we can with your ass. Send it in. I don't know if you're doing a butt cheek split or something. I mean, get creative.
Oh my God, dude!
You know what? That intro that we have with the ass pics and the boobs, the stuff written on them. Hey, if you feel free to write Broken Filter Live on your body part, send it in. Hairy, not. Fuck it, we'll use it.
Hell yeah!
This is supposed to be funny. We'll put up a hairy ass. What? Actually, that's a good idea. We should do all hot asses, get everyone's attention, and then boom, DJ Slim's ass
out of nowhere.
Jordan Cantrowin says his is hairier. So, Jordan. See, I know that if I say this, you're going to do this, which is even scarier. But Joe Rockstar at brokenfilter.net. Send it in, buddy. All right, so that was too small of an ass for me, that Asian ass. It was
Fair enough.
I don't know if she was Asian. She looked like she was
listen,
probably
it's not
Asian.
for everyone, you know?
Yeah, too little. Not enough cushion for the pushing. So let's hit number 3. Let's see what's up. Now we're talking.
Oh, my goodness.
Now we're talking.
This
is a beautiful piece of arse right here.
That's some anal floss. And that is something that I want to believe in my heart that this is amateur. I really do.
Yeah, I mean, she's throwing up the deuces, like the peace sign. I wonder if she's walking away from a couple guys that were like, "Hey, honey, come over here," and she was like, "Fuck off." That's the fuck off peace sign that she's throwing out there. Like, yeah, nice try, assholes.
Absolutely.
Like, and then she walks away, and then she realizes that she's like hanging out. Those guys are popping bottles, and they have all this money. She does a lap around the pool, and she comes back, because that's how girls' brains work.
What beach? What pool do you think that's at, Joe?
I don't know. It kind of looks like a fancy schmancy hotel. I gotta get a closer look. That might be some Vegas. Zadal's saying nope. S1's still winning. We have Zadal's rating in chiming in saying that S1 is the best so far. I personally think this one's the best so far.
Yeah, this has my vote as well.
There's something about her cocky fucking attitude that just makes it even hotter. Because like hot chicks that are cocky. It's almost the same thing when women find cocky, douchey men hot. Like, women will walk into a bar, the douchiest guy in the room is probably getting laid every time.
Absolutely.
And that cocky-ass bitch, she knew she had the hottest ass. So far, that's my winner.
She's got the nicest legs, too.
Yeah, she had some good stems on that. All right. Oh, DJ Slim 2 says he thinks that was in Nikki Beach.
Nikki Beach, huh?
Nikki Beach. Okay. I've heard things.
Where's Nikki Beach?
DJ Slim 2, chime in. Where's Nikki Beach? I think that sounds like South Beach, like Miami. Anyway, let's move on to the next ass, and then we can deliberate further. See, this is another ass. It's nice, but it's tiny. That looks like a 12-year-old girl. Okay, disclaimer. I found these on Google, so I really hope it's not a 12-year-old girl. That would be Google Images' fault.
Asterisk.
Google Image provided these images. So that's on them. So
I'm giving that a 9.45.
Out of 30 or out of 10?
Out of 10.
Out of 10?
Yes.
So you like those scrawny little butts?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying a 9.5. It's a very, very modest 9.45.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's bring up the final ass, and then we will deliberate further. This is a selfie. Butt cheek selfie all day.
Oh my god.
Yeah, this was one of those ones where that girl
purely amateur.
Yeah,
purely
I mean
amateur.
it's a nice ass. It definitely didn't have any photoshopping going on. It's a nice butt.
This girl took this picture 50 fucking times before it made it up.
That's great. I want to see the other 50 shots, but I mean she could have done a better job with. Oh, we got a call coming in. Let's see what someone has to say about the asses that we're talking about.
All right.
Hello?
Hello.
Oh, caller, who's this?
It's Rich.
Rich, what's up? You want to chime in on our ass discussion, or did you want to talk about something else?
Well, no. I mean, I always got room for ass.
Yeah, an ass discussion is the way to go. Did you see the ones we posted? Did you have a favorite?
Well, to be honest with you, I'm trying to get you guys on my iPad, and it like keeps going in and out. Saying content is unavailable, but then I'll go back. It will go on for like 10 seconds, and then
it might be your internet connection. It might be the internet connection.
It could be. It probably is. I'm in in the man cave, so to speak.
Oh, okay. So I'll give you a quick rundown. We had a bubble butt. We had a little Asian girl, hopefully woman, ass. And then we had a really juicy one with a really cocky bitch that looked like she was at a pool like Miami or something.
Is that the one putting up the peace sign or whatever?
Yeah.
I saw that one. That was pretty damn good.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That was one of my favorites so far. And then there's the amateur girl that took a picture that clearly she sent to her boyfriend or something and was hoping it wasn't going to be on the internet, but now it's on our show.
Yeah, that doesn't ever work out quite as planned, does it?
No, I don't know if I want to tell people not to send nudies to other people or if I should just keep my mouth shut because it's plenty of fuel for the rest of us.
You got to leave some mystery, man.
Hey, Rich, just out of curiosity, what are you doing down in that man cave?
That depends on how explicit of content you plan on getting into on the show.
You can say whatever you want.
Well, then I'm fucking smoking fucking weed.
Yeah.
420 friendly, as they
420
said in
friendly.
the creepy Craigslist ads. 420 friendly.
There
Excellent.
you go.
You got anything else for us, Rich?
I don't know.
What do you-
what
what
else
do you
you guys
think-
talking about?
What do you think about the adult star that asked everyone to build? Did you hear us talk about that? She tweeted.
No,
She tweeted out the best Lego creation. She would give a blowjob to whoever tweeted back the best Lego creation picture. And go ahead. What do you think?
Well, I was gonna say, let's just leave it up to the guys that like to play Legos because they're the ones that obviously probably need the blowjob the most.
That's what I was saying. If you have time to put together 24 hours to build a Lego creation, you probably need that blowjob. You're not getting it anywhere else.
Exactly. So, what time you guys on until tonight?
We're on till 9, so we got a little bit more time to go. We have a few more things we wanted to talk about.
Nice.
So you want to stay on the line? You want to hang out for a little bit?
Yeah, I'll stay on line. Why not? I got nothing else to do.
Why not? Sounds exciting. Chime in whenever you feel necessary.
All right, so let's finish up the contest.
We're gonna finish up the contest for the Internet Ass of the Week. So that last one was the selfie in the bathroom, and it was good. But my personal favorite.
Drum roll.
Jonesy, I'll drum roll for you. Ready?
All right. The girl at Nikki Beach is the winner.
Yeah, I have to agree.
9.89.
The problem is the chat room's blowing up saying ass number one.
Ass number one. Well, honestly, you see, that's why I went for variety. That's why you get a breadth. You get a range.
All right, why don't we
That's why.
we reanalyze the Nikki Beach bitch and the number one pick. All right, there's Nikki Beach bitch. I think the cocky ass attitude with her throwing up the deuces.
Yeah, I have to agree. 9.89. The problem is
See, was that Rich saying 9.89?
I think that's what I see. Yeah.
All right.
No,
man.
I had you guys on my iPad for 10 seconds and then it fucking shut off again. I don't know. Carry on.
Okay. All right. So I like this bitch. The chat room's blowing up saying number one. Let's show number one when we can.
Number one.
Oh, see, you know what? I was so deep into the other asses that I kind of forgot how nice this ass was. I might want to retract my previous ass decision. Jonesy,
believe it or not, this is the first one I peeled off the internet. This is the first one, yeah. So this kind of broke ground. I feel like it's appropriate to go back and.
Okay, you know what? Since the other bitch has a bad attitude, I'm gonna claim number one as the winner. Number one. Is the winner.
All right.
Internet Ass of the Week goes to the lady walking into the beach who probably had some creepy ass motherfucker following her with a camera.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, wherever you are.
Okay, so now we've got to see if she can get dethroned. That's the thing. We're gonna put some stiff competition up against her.
Yes. Next week, we're gonna do another 10 minutes on Internet Ass of the Week because at Broken Filter Live, that's what we like to talk about: asses and boobs and fart jokes, things that make you laugh as a grown adult male. And it's not just the ass, it's the whole body, says Jay Kanchowitz, which he has a valid point. I will agree that I've seen some women that have like the most amazing ass, and then they turn around and they got like the flat chest and the big old SpongeBob SquarePants gut hanging out. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
So yeah, I mean, we could discuss that further.
Well, you know what it is? It really comes down to a very critical concept, is that just because you're skinny does not mean you're hot.
Oh, I 100% agree with that.
Well, Jonesy, I mean, you absolutely nailed that. I mean, honestly,
it's important.
I've always said I'd much rather have the fattest bitch in the world.
Hell yeah.
Than the skinniest.
Hell yeah. You'd rather have a girl that's got a little bit of definition to her and have an absolutely beautiful face.
Absolutely.
You know, a lot going on. But I'll tell you, there's a lot of skinny girls who are not so hot.
And the problem is,
you know, back to what you guys were saying before about being a tits or an ass man. Correct me if I'm wrong, but of course, when we were younger and hitting puberty, I think it was all about the tits. But
yes.
then as getting older, it definitely works its way down the body, I think.
Yeah, I agree.
You know, I was kind of frozen in that Han Solo. What was that? Carbonite on tits. Unfortunately.
Oh, you're still a tit man?
I'm still a tit man. That's for all these years.
After all these years? I might have leveled out. I think it was tits when I was younger, and then actually, no, it was less tits as I was younger. I was more ass, and then I kind of leveled out in the middle somewhere. I mean, I love them both equally.
Yeah.
It's definitely the opposite for me.
Oh yeah, started the other way around.
Well, no, I was definitely more into tits when I was younger, and then as I got older, the ass started entering the realm of my brain of satisfaction.
Now, you know what else we could talk about is we could take the internet ass of the week and delve into like the concept of the fact that like we're desensitized to things now.
Sure.
Like 10 years ago, if someone saw that girl's ass on the beach, like everyone would have stopped dead in their tracks. But now, thanks to the internet,
we
get to see that 2 clicks away from seeing that every day. I love it. Thank you, internet. Thank you, internet, for providing us with those intros with the girls with the stuff written on them. I mean,
it is
all I
just
had to do.
There has never been a better time to be alive, and the reason why I say that is because I want you to think back. Okay,
Sure.
Can you think of one? I'd say smoking hot chick from the 70s or the 80s. Can you think of one? From any movie, any music video?
Oh, yeah. The girl...
listen, I'm talking like these girls hot.
Well, maybe when I was the age that I watched Fast Times at Ridgemont High, but everyone knows what I'm about to say. Anybody that's ever watched that movie is the scene where she's coming out of the pool in his dreamscape, and she's like... and like coming out of the pool all wet.
Okay.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
I'll give
right?
that to you.
Yeah, I forget her name, but you know what I'm talking about.
I'll give that to you. But I guess my point is just that on any given month, you get an entire new catalog of 10s. Whereas I can only think of like 3 from the entire decades of 70s and 80s.
I think Pamela Anderson really... You know,
I mean, Superman went after Margot Kidder. That was his choice.
Yeah, that was the hottest piece of ass.
Are you kidding me? Bro, you're Superman. Go fucking get out there, bro.
So, Jordan Cantuous chimes in the chat with nothing like a nice bush, though. Wow, nice bush.
I like me a plucked chicken.
In this day and age, bush is not the preferred meal of choice. Ooh,
Rich, where do you come down on that? Is he still there?
Yeah, I'm here.
What do you think about bush, no bush, landing strip?
I prefer absolutely nothing.
Yeah, I feel like we've all adopted that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind a little bit, but you know, anything more than that is just too much.
Yeah, it's nothing worse than getting down there.
Yeah. So Rich wants himself a plucked turkey. That's what he likes.
Yeah,
that's what he likes.
I don't want to have to, part any oceans in order to get to where I want to be.
Yeah, and then there's also the fishing out the leftovers after you're done in the teeth.
Yeah. I don't want to fine-tooth comb my teeth.
Yeah, this is getting gross.
Yeah.
Really
Hey, Rich, how about this, man? We're going to start segments pretty soon when we bring our friends up who've got unique and crazy stories. What do you say? Come up here one of these weeks and we'll do a little Bonnaroo talk, a little some of the stories of the weird places you've been. What do you think?
Sure, absolutely.
Sound good to you?
All right.
Yeah, you got a few stories.
All right, man. Beautiful. We're going to catch you on the other side, all right?
All right, you got it, brother. Talk to you later.
All right, thanks,
good.
Rich. Like Rich just did, feel free to call in. Skype. We got the phone number up. Hit the chat room. The chat room seems to be going. Can't see me 125 says I take the bush over stubble because it hurts the chin.
Ooh, my goodness.
Ooh. Well, at least you're doing the deed.
At least you're doing the deed.
You got to lick it before you stick it. All right. Where were we? We were doing news. We were talking about ass, and then we could talk about some more news. Let's do a little sports segment here. Let's talk a little sports.
Sounds good.
Let's get back to the sports for a little bit. The NFL honors happened right before the Super Bowl, where they decided who the MVP was.
Yes.
Rookie of the Year, Offensive Player of the Year, all that nonsense, all that good stuff. And they give out this one honor, which is... That's not the honor they're giving out at the NFL honors. Comeback Player of the Year is an award that they give out. And to me... by the way, Phillip Rivers was the Comeback Player of the Year.
Dick!
Now, my question is that a fucked up award or
Real
what?
fucked up, bro. Real fucked up.
You're telling somebody like, dude, you fucking sucked last year. Holy shit.
Yeah.
But you're mediocre again, so we're totally going to throw you an award for that. I mean, isn't that a kick in the fucking proverbial nutsack?
You fell right on your face, and congratulations, you don't blow.
You don't blow as bad as you did last year.
Yeah.
You put up a few numbers that we enjoyed, and you had a couple of good passes down the sideline. So, comeback player of the year. Tebow stole the Super Bowl. Finally got the spotlight. Yeah, Tim Tebow did do a hell of a job with his commercials. I give him credit for biting the bullet and just accepting that he's probably not going to play again.
I'll tell you what, that really is big of him.
He owned it.
He owns it.
He owned it.
That's probably the best move he can do, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, he'll be a commentator. But I give him credit for not playing like indoor, like arena league.
I do too. I give him a lot of credit. And you know what? I'll tell you what, at the end of the day, if the best lemonade stand that you can build is a fucking commentator for the SEC, God bless you. God bless you. That is just an outstanding achievement in your life, you know?
All right, it looks like we got a little bit of time left. We had 2 video clips. I don't know if they're available still. Yeah? Let's bring up... there's this one video clip. It's titled Dildo Homecoming. Dildo Homecoming. It's the third one up. There it is. Oh, there it is. Now, Dildo Homecoming, let me give you a little background on this before he plays it. This video, when I watched this video, reminded me of a friend of ours, Scobes. I don't know if you're out there listening or watching, but he, during our homecoming pep rally, was in trouble, and he was in the front office. But they made the mistake of leaving him there unsupervised. They were like, no, we're going to go to the pep rally, just stay here. And he was like, nah, fuck that shit. So he snaked his way down the hallway to the gym, and he ran his ass out into the middle of the gym floor and did the worm. And it was disruptive, and everyone cheered, and everybody loved it. Obviously, the teachers didn't love it. We loved it. It went down. We talk about it to this day. We're 32 years old. Now, I thought that was the greatest thing I could ever see at a homecoming pep rally. But this video would beg to differ. Wait for it. Nice, cute couple just walking to the middle of it.
Nice, cute couple.
Oh, do a little dance.
Whoa!
Do a little dance. Oh, wait, what's he doing? Oh, wow! Whips out the strap-on. Rubs it in the girl's face, nonetheless. Oh, wow. Now, this is the best part. The best part's the end here. Because you think he gets away with this scot-free. Oh, no.
Here comes the goon squad.
Here comes the goon squad. This fucking guy's like, you know who you are. He's like, me? Not me. Now, my question is, the guy to the left there, is he fucking trying to keep it straight? He's like kind of walking back because he knows he has nothing that he can say.
He has absolutely no recourse.
How do you even reprimand something like that? Where did the kid get a strap on? He looked like he was like 16, 17. You can't get in a sex shop to buy a strap on.
No.
That's 18 and over, my friend.
And even if he asked his older sister, hey sis, would you mind running down to Expressions real quick?
My question is, did he swipe that shit from like one of his friends? Like, did someone have a house party and he was like, oh shit, look what Jimmy's mom's got in her drawer, a fucking big fat strap on. I'm stealing that shit. Jimmy's mom comes home. And how does Jimmy's mom ask Jimmy about where the fuck her strap on went? You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's an awkward conversation.
Wow. Jimmy, something's missing from mommy's room. Just something that I just want to know if you took it. Just tell me the truth. And it'll all be okay. And just return it. Go ahead, Jimmy. What do you think?
Jimmy, oh, you want me to be Jimmy?
Yeah, you be Jimmy.
Mom, what are you talking about?
I mean, Jimmy, it's just something that's very special to Mommy and Daddy.
Why? Does he pile drive you like a fucking rock hammer?
No, honey, I pile drive Daddy with that.
Oh, yeah, I saw that one coming.
Yeah. Oh, man. So that's our one video that we found on the internet that I had to share this week. We have another one. This one's fucked up. This one could get people hurt. I mean, I don't want to preface it with that because it's just so funny. We'll just play it. Shout out to whoever did this, Roman Atwood Pranks. It's fucking awesome.
Do not try this. It's a great peel out.
Watch them run! Run, Forrest!
Someone just walking back from 7-Eleven getting a Slurpee.
Yo, those guys are still running, bro.
Still going.
Those guys are still running right now. I love that he did it in the snow, too, so they can get no footing and they all fall right on their asses.
Those fucking weak-ass lights that flash.
One guy's just like, I'm not running. Yeah, I think that pretty much does it. So yeah, I had to share that with everybody. That's a great video.
That's a monster.
I mean, my question is, like, what's going through those guys' heads? They hear those gunshots. Just still running. Just still running.
Probably still running right now.
That's what I mean. They're still going.
Did you ever see the YouTube clips of the rednecks that would hook up the train horn to their F-450? And you saw that one? Where they would try just go into the middle of nowhere, into like just the middle of the wilderness, and just lean on that horn. It is just absolutely fucking awesome.
I didn't even hear what you said, Jonesy, because there was a very racist comment in our comments from Jordan Cantrowitz.
What? Oh, God.
He said Happy Black History Month.
Oh. Not a good way to end. What'd he say?
Yeah, no, that's not how... We want to keep the racial stuff to a minimum.
Yeah,
I mean, we'll make fun of Asians, but
yeah,
that's about as far as I want to go. Just kidding. You guys are great, except for when you're driving.
You were on Ass of the Week. What else do you want?
You made Ass of the Week. I don't know how you got there. Hopefully not driving on the highway. Is that a shitty stereotype? Oh, man. All right, Jonesy, you know what? We got a couple minutes to kill. Why don't you continue with your Oak Island?
Are you kidding? You want me to finish that off?
I'll let you go with it. We got 2 or 3 minutes to finish out the show. I'll let you finish it up. I feel like it's itching you. It's just clawing at your insides.
It is. And, you know, there are 5 things that I really want to see in my life before I pass to the other side. On the very tippy top of the list is this Oak Island mystery, because to this very day, like, History Channel doesn't do it justice right now. It's an absolutely retarded show. It's mental. It's made by driveling idiots. This is really something that has to be figured out, and I'll get to that in a future time.
My question is how, in this day and age, we can build the tallest buildings in the world, and I know excavation techniques and whatnot in the business that I'm in, and they bring in these big fucking machines and rock breakers and all this shit, and they can't figure out a way to shore this and keep it from fucking collapsing on itself?
No. How can you put a Scud missile up a camel's ass from 5,000 miles away and not dig a hole 200 feet into the ground?
That's another. Yeah, exactly. I mean, the satellite nonsense that they can see an.
What about the Death Star?
What about the Death Star?
I'm sorry.
That's your second Star Wars reference. I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
The fact that I got it, I don't know about everybody else, but Star Wars is the shit. I'm excited about the other episodes.
I'm not.
Coming out. No, you're one of them.
There's only 2 or 3 times you can reheat a Hot Pocket before it's no good anymore.
That is a good claim, sir. I don't know if like Hot Pocket's good at the first time around, but reheating it a second time, I get your analogy though. It's very funny.
Thank you.
Are we almost out of time here? Well, we'll wrap it up, I guess. We will shout out the Dahl's Entertainment Network. We have to thank you guys. I would also like to shout out Chrissy from Girls Eye View, because if I wasn't watching her show, I wouldn't be sitting behind this mic right now. And she hooked it up. She hooked me up with Frank and Mike and Anthony and the guys over here. And it got me thinking that I needed to be behind the mic again. And I definitely needed to bring Jonesy back behind the mic, because without him, I wouldn't be as funny. The show wouldn't be as funny.
Well, it's great being here. Thanks you guys so much for tuning in. It's really been a pleasure, and hope to bring you some really good content in the weeks to follow.
All right. Thanks.